So in this video, we're going to go through 3 problems that involve cones. So question number 1, a cone has a base of radius 5 centimetres and a perpendicular height of 9 centimetres. Find the exact volume of the cone in cubic centimetres. Okay, so our volume formula is given to us. It's 1/3 pi r squared h. So the volume is 1/3 times pi times r squared, so that'd be 5 squared, times by h, which is 9. Now, we've got 1/3 of 9, so that's 3. So I can make this simpler for myself. So 5 squared is also 25, and the third of 9 is 3, as I said. 25 times 3 is 75, so 75 pi, and that is in cubic centimetres. Okay, and that's my exact volume. So remember, when you're working with exact volumes or exact areas and pi is involved, just leave pi alone, deal with the numbers. Some of them you're going to be able to do in your head or on paper. Others you might need to use a calculator, but you can still write it in that exact form. Just don't put in pi, don't go into pi in decimals. Okay, so that's our first one. Right, number 2. A cone has a perpendicular height of 2.1 metres and a volume of 500 cubic centimetres. Find the radius of the base of the cone in metres to 3 significant figures. Okay, so we're given the volume in cubic centimetres. So in my calculation, I'm going to keep everything in centimetres and then at the end go back to metres. So we have the volume, it's 500. That's going to be equal to 1/3 times pi times r squared. Now I need to work out the radius, so r squared is going to stay precisely where it is. The height is 2.1 metres, so I need to put that into centimetres, so that's 210. So that's 1/3 pi r squared h is the volume. Okay, so I am first of all going to multiply the 1/3 by the 210, and that's 70. So 570 pi r squared. Now you might have multiplied through by 3 divided by 210. You could have done it that way. It doesn't matter. Now I'm going to divide both sides by the 70 pi. So r squared is 500 over 70 pi. Now of course that can be simplified, but now I'm going to square root. Now remember, just as I was in the previous video, I'm not thinking about plus minus here when I square root, because the radius is positive, it's a length. So we have the square root of 500 over 70 pi. So that is 1.50786, etc. Now that, because all of my units I put into centimetres, that's centimetres. But I want it in metres. So I need to divide that by 100. And so that's 0.015, and it's going to be 1 metres to 3 significant figures. Okay? And so that's the radius of the base of the cone in metres. Right. Okay. So that's number 2. Right, number 3. A cone has a base of radius 0.4 metres and a total surface area of 8 square metres. Find the length L in meters to 3 significant figures. Okay, so this length here is 0.4 meters. The total surface area is 8 square meters. Okay, so it would be good if I could write down a total surface area formula. So we have the area of the circular base, which is pi r squared. Then we've got the area of the curved surface. Now that is given to us here as pi r l. So plus pi r l. So this is the formula that gives us the total surface area of the cone. Now I know that the total surface area is 8. I know that r is 0.4. So we have pi times 0.4 squared, that's that bit, plus pi times 0.4 times L. And our job is to work out L. Okay. So, first of all then, 0.4 squared is 0.16. So let's just write that as 0.16 pi plus 0.4 pi L. I will subtract 0.16 pi from both sides. And then divide both sides by the 0.4 pi. So we have 8 take away 0.16 times pi divided by 0.4 times pi. And we get 5.966197, etc. And this is in meters, but we want it to 3 significant figures, so that's going to be 5.97 meters to 3 significant figures. And that is the length of L that I needed.